I learned this technique when COVID was at its high point and leaders were starting to lose their patience because people weren't coming back to work. And they would begin with authority. They finally lost it and they said, we need to get back to work. And you can only imagine how that came across. Here's how to make a difficult request even when people are stressed. So we came up with a concept called a neurosequence. This is a sequence of language that reduces resistance, creates engagement, and makes it safer to make the ask. So instead of starting with authority, we started with empathy. Then we transitioned to transparency, then to authority. So my conversation went something like this. Hey everyone, first and foremost, I want to acknowledge just how crazy these last few months have been. And I know that there are people in this room right now that have lost loved ones, and we're all pretty scared about it. And transparency, I myself am petrified that my mother might contract this. She's at home with me right now. And quite frankly, I don't know when this is going to end. Authority. But I do know this. We still have to serve our customers. We still have to be able to show up and deliver them so we can keep this business alive and we can keep our families thriving during this difficult time. So what happens when you begin with authority, you immediately trigger people's resistance. By starting with empathy, you make the human connection first. You acknowledge that you can understand where they're at, and then you can transition to a level of transparency. When you are transparent, it gives everybody else the permission to be vulnerable. And then finally, once that connection has been made, you can ask for what it is that you need. So try it next time: empathy, transparency, and authority.